What's up, dudes? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to have a fun chat about dating yourself. Now that sounds kind of weird to like date yourself. I think it sounds weird. I thought it sounded weird before. I don't think it's weird anymore. I do it a lot. Honestly, it made me feel a lot better about myself, and I've always been the type of person to just kind of be alone and do my own thing and just be alone. But excuse me. I never actually went and did stuff on my own. I still haven't gone to a movie by myself, but God, these flyaways are pretty bad right now. But I don't see why not. Honestly, I think it'd be a great idea. I went a few weeks ago to a concert by myself. I don't have too many friends out here in Minnesota. Which, it's fine. It kind of sucks, but I work with it. I've become, I do stuff on my own all the time now. I did it before, but now it's a whole new level since I'm actually on my own. But I love it. I think it's great. But I went to this concert by myself, and I met honestly some of the best people ever. They're so freaking cool. How many times can I say But it was honestly one of the best nights of my life. That kind of sounds sad, but more so one of the best nights because I finally did something, had a huge accomplishment where it was wow, you actually did that on your own. That's huge for me because I think that could be huge for anybody who's on their own in a city by themselves, hanging out. I think it's great. Yeah. You can learn a lot more about yourself, and it's just fun to be in an atmosphere around a lot of other people, even if you don't know them. Don't get me wrong, at first it was so weird. It was so weird. I went to the venue alone. Luckily it was a smaller venue, so I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I'm gonna say it's a good thing. It was a smaller venue, so you're kind of just with everybody the whole time. Even if you were to sit in the back the entire time and just have a beer or a soda if you can't have beer and just hang out in the back and just take it all in, put your phone down for a little, experience it all, just literally just be I think that's great, and I think everybody should try to do that. There are so many things you can do on your own and make it seem like a date, just to sometimes doing stuff alone sucks. It's kind of depressing, oh, you're always alone, you're always doing stuff alone. But it's really not that bad. There's so many things you can do. And there's just on top of getting out there and doing things on your own and feeling you accomplish things on your own, there are countless let's say, it's positive no matter what, but you can figure out who you are as a person, within yourself. Sometimes you get lost. Sometimes we all get lost and we don't know what we want anymore. We don't know what we want to do. Well, you can figure that out super easy. If you're just focused only on yourself, put your phone down, do something just you, or just turn on some music and go for a walk, something like that. You'll figure out who you are, and then you can figure out what you're most passionate about. If you're passionate about writing or reading, or maybe you want to make music, or hi babe, or something like that. Is it dinner time? Do you need to eat? Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, had to feed my dog. I'm back now. But you can find your passions. You can figure out what you love, what you don't love. Figure out what you hate. What things make you mad? What things do you not want? What do you dislike doing every day? What do you want to change about what you do every day? Stuff like that. Another great thing about dating yourself is that you don't have to compromise. If you want to sit at home and watch a like sappy love movie and cry it out because that's just like what you're feeling and you just get out a good cry, we need to get out a good cry sometimes. It's a thing. Then you can literally just sit there, eat the whole entire tub of ice cream, and not to mention, you can get the flavor that you like and not like, oh, well, we're watching your movie, so we have to get my favorite ice cream. Turns out that their favorite ice cream is like cherry chip or, I don't know. It's something you don't like, whatever it might be. You don't have to compromise. You can watch the exact movie you want when you want to. You can sit in your comfiest like pajamas, sweatpants, or no clothes, whatever you're feeling, and just like sit there and eat the entire tub of ice cream and just cry it out. You don't have to compromise with anything. You don't have to compromise the movie, the food, the time. Oh. But it's great. You can live without constant like fear, I guess, of like, you know, like when you're first in a relationship and it's like, can I do this? When should I do this? How often should I do this? Like, it's just uncomfortable. Well, you don't have to do that when you're dating yourself because you're alone. So you don't have to be scared if like you burp super loud or something, or like anything like that. Literally any of it. You don't have to be like, oh, that was like kind of awkward. Like now this is only like the third date and they're gonna judge me because like, I don't know, you were laughing and then farted or something. Like, I don't know, like something stupid. And it's just like, you don't have to worry about that stuff when you're dating yourself because you're dating yourself. And if you judge yourself, well, okay, granted, sometimes we all judge ourselves. We get a little shitty when it comes to ourselves. But don't do it. I'm one to talk. But still, don't do it. There's no reason to. And just like, you'll get a lot more comfortable with yourself when you date yourself, and then you can be more comfortable with those things when you do start to date other people, and then you're just like, wow, okay, well, this kind of sucks because I can't be myself around you, like that's not okay. Or maybe it's like a phase thing, you kind of have to like work through it for a couple dates and then figure it out, but then maybe you don't figure it out at all and you're like, clearly this is not working for me, because if you're happier by yourself than you are with this other person, it's like, do you really, how much do you need the other person? Or what are they giving you that you're missing? Or maybe you just actually really love them and that's just what it is. But you can figure out all of those things a lot easier if you just figure out yourself first and just work on what you love, what you like, what like makes you happy. And like, granted, in every relationship there's going to be some compromise, but you shouldn't have to compromise on, I don't know, your favorite kind of ice cream or something. Like, get both your guys' favorite kinds of ice cream and stick it in the freezer. Different topic, compromising in relationships. Okay. Back to dating yourself. Huge, and this one shouldn't be last, and I didn't even write about it last in my blog, but you can work on your own mental health. And granted, that's kind of hard when you don't have anyone to lean on. I get that fully. It's super hard. I've never really been one to lean on anybody my entire life. Even when they've said that they were there for me, it's still hard for me to be okay with putting all of my weights on someone else or what feels like a weight. Not saying that mental health is a bad thing. I mean, it sucks to have it. If you have issues like any anxieties, or I don't want to say issues, if you have anything that you feel negatively about yourself and any mental health, you can figure it out. It takes time, a lot of it, and like working on it sucks, but because bringing everything to the surface is hard to manage, it's hard to talk through and get through, and it's hard to explain. So, but when you're alone, you can figure out how to explain that to other people. If you are having, say, an anxiety attack or a panic attack or something, and you just like can't handle yourself. All right, babe, we'll go potty. I will be right back. Okay, back. Had to take the dog out. But back to figuring out your own mental health and what you can do. So maybe you like take up yoga or meditation or drawing or all of these things I do to help myself with my mental issues. I feel like issues is so bad. My mental health and helping me figure out what I need to do, especially with like panic attacks and such. They're really shitty all the time. Like there's no going around that, no matter if they're like severe or not. Any amount of panic attack or anxiety attack is just trash. It is literal fucking trash. But again, when you are like alone all the time and like figuring these things out, once you are with somebody, you can help explain the things that you need. If you are in one of these like spirals or one of these like pits and you're just stuck there and you feel like crap, once you figure it out yourself, everything you need, it is so much easier going down the road to figure out how to explain to someone when these things do surface, to explain to them what you need and what helps you, what doesn't help you, because that's also a huge thing. Like what doesn't help you, just as important as what does, because obviously the negative is the negative and it weighs on you. For whatever reason in this world, negatives weigh on you a lot more than positives, which sucks, and we should figure out how to turn that around, but that's a whole different ball of wax. But also, when dating yourself, while doing all of these things, your mental health, your ability to like learn and cope on your own, you're not having to compromise, and which, I mean, that's kind of a give and take. One, compromising, because every relationship, like I said earlier, every relationship needs compromise, but you shouldn't have to compromise on the things that you've wanted forever. Hands down, done, don't do it. If you know in your heart that you have wanted something for so long, keep going for it. If whoever is in your life that loves and supports you will help you and help lift you up to that and help stand beside you throughout the whole process. If they don't, they don't. And it sucks when sometimes that happens and you need to let them go, or you realize that that's not working for you. But don't lose sight of everything you've wanted just for someone that you're with right now. Unless in your heart you truly believe that your path, look at my dog. Unless in your heart you truly believe that your path has changed, don't. Just don't. Don't compromise on everything that you've wanted. Don't do it. Sorry, excuse me. Being on your own and like finally doing all these things on your own makes you so much stronger as a whole. Like as your own person, you instantly become so much stronger for being able to do all these things on your own and realize like you can do this all on your own. You don't need someone there all the time. You don't have to have someone to talk to all the time, even though, don't get me wrong, I love that shit. I miss having people to talk to every single day. It's really hard when you don't, especially when you're in a new city by yourself. It sucks. But it makes you that much stronger and that much more of a like independent person that someone else can look up to. And that's huge. That's huge. Even if it's only one person, one family member, one random person on Instagram, doesn't matter. That's huge. And just knowing that you've done it for yourself, amazing. You should use that. That is such like, you should just take that as such a big accomplishment to do everything on your own. Like make the move or do whatever it is. It's huge. So literally going on like one date with yourself, even if it's sitting at home, ordering a large pizza and like watching, I don't know, stand-up comedy and just like having a beer and just laughing, literally laughing out loud and being comfortable in your own skin, that's huge. That is huge. And even if you are with somebody, still date yourself. Like, still go on dates with yourself. Take yourself to get your nails done and like hang out and just turn on some music and listen to it, or literally just eat some pizza and like eat the whole pizza and just be like, yeah, I did that. I just wrecked it and it was a great time. Like, cry out watching that sappy movie, which, honestly, if you're looking for a sappy movie, what was the one I watched called? Shit, I don't remember. Oh my gosh, hold on, I have to look it up now. Hold on. It's on Netflix. It's super good. Oh, The Perfect Date. That's a good one. But that's not the one I'm talking about because that one's not like sappy. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh. I don't know what I just did. Oh. Frick, where is it? Damn it. Oh, that damn squeak toy. Oh my gosh, okay, it'll come to me. It'll come to me. Hi, babe. Okay. What? Hi. I hate this fucking squeak toy so much. Drop it. Oh, got it. Okay, the movie. If girls, guys, I mean, it's a good movie to watch anyway. But if you're looking to have like a real good cry, because I had literally one glass of wine, some wine, but I was watching it and I wasn't expecting to like cry my eyes out and like want to die inside a little bit. Like, it breaks your heart, but like it breaks your heart completely. And it was honestly like kind of what I felt like I went through. So it really sucked to like watch it. It's like, what kind of shit? Like, why would you put yourself through that? But honestly, it's such a good movie. It's called Someone Great, and it's on Netflix. It's super good. And if you need a good cry, highly recommend. Had one of my best friends watch it. She was like, what the shit? Super upset because she was like crying, but then she was like, but it's so good. Had my sister watch it, and she was like, what the hell, Whitney? Like, why would you do this to me? This sucks. And then she was like, but it's so fucking good though. So yeah, super good movie. Definitely recommend. And I mean, granted, you don't have to take my word or anybody else's word for it, but it's super good. Yeah. But I'm gonna go hang out with my dog, so I'll have a chat with you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. As always, all my links will be right down below. And you can follow my puppy on Instagram too. He'd love it. As well as all my Instagram accounts, my blogs, blah, blah, blah. All the fun stuff right down below. As well as my younger brother's Twitch account. He's really funny. Give him a follow. Why not? If you like video games and shit. He's really good and super cool to watch. So, and just like follow him on Twitter because he's funny as shit. So, yeah, do it up. Thanks for hanging out. Bye, guys.